Hello guys, this is Nitin Pawar. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll talk about the Azure Databricks. So, what is Azure Databricks? Azure Databricks is designed in collaboration with the founders of the Apache Spark, combines the best of Databricks and Azure to help customer accelerate innovation with high performance analytical platform. Azure Databricks have interactive workspace that enables collaborations between data scientists, data engineer, and business analysts. Before going into the details about the Databricks, we should learn about the Spark. So, what is Apache Spark? Apache Spark is unified, open source, parallel data processing framework for big data analytics. So, what is big data? A big data is refers to the data set that are too large or complex to be dealt with the traditional data processing application software. So, here Spark unifies how you can combine the batch processing, interactive SQL, real time processing of your data, the streamlined data. You want to create machine learning, the deep learning, the graph processing, all these things you can do it in your Apache Spark. And the Apache Spark supports the R, SQL, Python, Scala, and the Java language. So, what are the benefits of the Spark? You can say that performance wise, it's using the in memory computing. Spark is considerably faster than Hadoop, sometimes, like you can say that 100x in some tests, and it can be used for the batch and the real time data processing. Developer productivity, how it can help the developer productivity. Easy to use APIs for processing large data sets are available. You can use different operators for transforming your data so that developer time will be saved. It has a unified engine. So integrated frameworks included higher level libraries for interactive SQL queries, stream analytics, machine learning, and the graph processings are available. Those are also get processed over there. A single application can combine all type of processing, so that's why we have that unified engine over there in the Spark. What is another advantage of the Spark? Its ecosystem. Spark has built-in support for many different data sources, and it has rich ecosystems and also has the large dev community. It is available on multiple public cloud domains such as Azure, AWS, and Google, with multiple on-premises distributors. So these are some of the advantages of the Spark. We can have the performance, we can increase the productivity of the developers. It has unified engine which can combines all the SQL, stream analytics, machine learning, and graph processing, and also has the wide variety of the data sources. When we said the unified platforms, what exactly we mean by that? So in unified platform you can have the different data sources, you can have multiple language support, and you can combine or you run all the things within the same application. So that's why this is unified platform. So what are the advantage of it? Improves the developer productivity. A single consistent set of APIs are available over there. All different systems in Spark share the same abstractions or the RDD. Developers can mix and match different kind of processings in the same applications as I mentioned previously. So this is like the common requirement for many big data pipeline where like they want to perform the ingestion, they want to do some machine learning over there, and they also want to process some data which are in your data lake analytics. So you can do that also. Performance improves because unnecessary movement of data across engines are eliminated. As different functionality available under the same platform, so hence it will improves your performance because you don't unnecessarily need to use the different data engines to perform your data movement. Okay, so these are the some of the advantages of the unified platform. Then it comes the Azure Databricks. So Azure Databricks, as I previously mentioned in the introduction part, is the collaboration between the Apache Spark founders and the Azure, which will help its customer to innovate or do your high performance analytical task. It is integrated seamlessly with the Azure portal, so you don't need to log in any other way. through the Azure portal, you can log into your Databricks. You can directly access the blob storage, Azure Data Lake storage over there. For user authentication, eliminating the need of the maintain two separate set of users in Databricks and Azure. As I mentioned, like with using the single sign-in, you can use the Databricks through the Azure portal. It enables you to combine the structured and unstructured data for analytics, like which are stored in your Cosmos DB or your SQL data warehouse. Azure Databricks enables you to use the Kafka as a streaming data source or sync. Sync means your target. Again, for the billing, you'll get a single bill from Azure. You won't get like different bills. Also, it is helpful for the rich data visualization. You can do your Power BI reports. You can generate reports based on your Azure Databricks. So this is like general use case for the ETL process or ELT process. You can say that you are ingesting the event hub data, you are processing those data using the Databricks, and you are storing those data either on the data lake or on your SQL DW server. So that way you can use your Azure Databricks. So how Azure Databricks is helping it using the collaborative workspace. Collaborative workspace for whom? The data engineer, data scientist, and the business analyst, and how they can use this Azure Databricks environment to do their jobs. They can deploy the multi-stage pipeline, they can schedule the job, they can get notified whenever that process is complete or it get failed. Runs the different runtime engines, as we previously mentioned, the Apache Sparks. Similar way, the serverless REST APIs, Databricks IO, they coming from the cloud or the data warehousing. Then on top of it, you can use it to learn your like train your machine learning models. You can use for the data warehousing purpose or to generate the report on top of it. So what is Apache Spark cluster architecture? So in this architecture, you can see that we have the driver and the worker node. So driver is the one main function which execute the different parallel operations, and those operations are performed on the worker node. Worker node will have its cache and different tasks, and it will report all the job to your driver node. So that result of the operations are collected by the driver. The worker node read and write the data from the data sources, including the HDFS, is your Apache Hadoop distributed file system. Worker node also cache the transform data in memory. So you can see that all the data it gets stored in your cache. Worker nodes and the driver node execute as a VM, like virtual machine, in the public cloud. That cloud may be your AWS, Google, or Azure. You log into your Azure portal and you open the Databricks instance. Once you clicked on the Databricks, so this is how your homepage will look like. So it will have the Databricks. Under that, you can select the SQL, machine learning, or the data science accordingly. Here you can create your own notebook. The workspace will have all the information related to your workspace, like different users which are associated to that workspace. Then in data, you'll have all the data, your tables, what are the different tables created under that. In compute, you will have the clusters. So cluster is the one which will run your Databricks notebooks. In workflows, you can create the workflows to automate your process. So in my next video, we'll go through how to create your clusters, then how to create the notebook, how to mount any data storage account on your notebooks, then read the data, then we'll learn about how to create the table on that data and perform the different operations. If you like my video, do subscribe to it so that whenever I upload the new videos, you'll get notified. And if you have any questions on this, do let me know. I'll try to answer those questions. Thank you so much.